Hey, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to clean this dirty, filthy keyboard of mine that I've been using for a couple of years. And as you can see, it has accumulated a lot of dust built up in between the keys and also on the keys. And so today I'm going to show you how to remove all this dust and dirt. So firstly, as you can see, these keys are removable. That is, all of them are removable, and when you remove them you can see that this dust can be easily taken off from underneath the keys and so on. So firstly, I'm just going to go ahead and remove all these keys right from F1 to F12 and so on, whichever are on top. And while removing these keys you can also see that it is so much more easier to clean these keys than just to keep the keys on. And so here the dust is more accessible to clean. And well, these are all the keys. There is a lot of dust, and I've also gone ahead and removed these number keys from the right hand side of the keyboard, and I've kept them in order like this, so I don't lose track of which keys go where. So what you're gonna need next is you're gonna need the step of a brush thing, and you're gonna just lightly brush all this excess buildup of dust and just dust it off. And basically you have to make sure that this dust doesn't fall inside those little keyholes and so on. And that's where you just go around in between the keys just like this, nicely and gently and so on. And as you can see, it's already looking really good, and it's looking new also. Not exactly new, but it still needs a more thorough cleanup, which I'm going to do in this next step. So now what you're going to need to do next is you're going to have to take a tissue paper, and I've got some soapy water over here, that is soap mixed with water. And you don't want to soak the tissue paper too much. You just want to make sure that it is slightly wet, and then you're going to just take the tissue paper. Also, before this you're going to make sure to remove the battery, and as you can see I've already removed it and kept it to the side. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean this keyboard off very nicely with this soapy tissue paper. So nice and easy, and also going in between all those keys. Again, you want to make sure that no water goes inside those little keyholes. Okay, so now we are done, and as you can see there's some leftover water, but no need to worry, as we can just brush off this little water. If you can see, it easily gets spread off to the side and it evaporates faster like this. And it also basically removes all those remaining dust particles that was stuck to the surface. And you can see right here it's looking like brand new, and this side is done. Nice and new. We have to also do this top part, which I'm gonna do right now. So that is, firstly we're just gonna take our brush and just brush off all this dust just like this, and brush in nicely in between the keys, and again making sure that the dust doesn't go into those keyholes. Okay, so now we are done with the brush, and just like before we're gonna take yet one more tissue, and in the same way like before we're gonna just go ahead and clean that little bit of surface dust or whatever that is. And again we're going to make sure that no water falls into it, and we're just going to go ahead and give it a good clean just like this. And again with the brush we are going to go ahead and just spread out and wrap this water from underneath it, so that it gets a little bit more cleaner. Okay, so now as you can see both these parts are looking really good. And also one more thing is that you can see this little bit of dust build up on these keys right here. this is a kind of sticky kind of dust and it doesn't come off by easily by rubbing a finger over it. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to use the same method as before, that is tissue paper dipped in soapy water, and just go ahead and rub the keys with medium to hard pressure just like this. And as you can see, the dirt has come onto the tissue paper from the keys, and then you can just go ahead, let it focus, okay, right there. And then you can just go ahead and wipe it off the dry part. So that is nice and clean. Now I'm going to do all these other keys as well. So this key is done, and then this key, and also the key below that. And basically, if your tissue paper gets dirty, you can just flip it onto another wet side, cleaner wet side, and you can just basically clean it all off. As you can see, the keys are really clean and they are good to go. And yet again, you can also dry them off with the dry part of a tissue paper. So now I'm just going to go ahead and clean off all this dust, and I'm going to post a few before and after pictures on the screen. So as you can see, this is a before picture and this is an after picture. Once again, a before picture and after picture. So as you see that this keyboard is become relatively clean. I just basically took a brush and I brushed in between all these keys. I didn't remove the keys at all. I just gave it a good brush and a good clean, and I made sure to dust all the dust off. And as you can see, those are tissue papers right there. There are about 5 to 6 that I used up, and also this brush as well, of course. And this keyboard is once again clean and new and good to go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace out.